Welcome to Visual Testaments broadcast with Tim and Donna Avery. Broadcasting from Spartanburg, South Carolina, we're here to bring you encouragement and point the fatherless to the Father and bring hope to the hopeless. This is the Visual Testaments broadcast.
Welcome to Visual Testaments
with Tim and Donna Avery. And I want to say I am a little bittersweet about this episode because this is actually our last episode with our Greenville, South Carolina and Augusta, Georgia family. You want to share why?
Yeah, well, we are transitioning to YouTube. And so we're called Visual Testaments, and we want to make sure that you guys see us as well as we are doing our broadcast. So we actually have quite a bit of videos on there already. So
close to 200.
Yeah, so close to 200 videos. So, and we've been doing some broadcasts there on our videos, and there's a lot of interesting things that we have on there that you have to check out. I mean, I have some how-to videos on there.
I just love those.
Yeah, and then we got a video of just cooking with me. We got our gardening videos on there. So we like to have a lot of fun, but we really want you guys to see and enjoy what we've been working on our YouTube videos. So you can actually check us out. Where do you want to tell them to go?
Well, you can Google search Visual Testaments. And you'll see, if you scroll down, you'll see our videos there. Yeah. You'll also see my book and our website. But you'll also be able to visit our website, visualtestaments.com, and click on the YouTube tab at the top. And, you know, I really think that it's cool because our YouTube channel has kind of culminated alongside of us doing these radio broadcasts. And I think it ended up painting a really big picture for us to know that what an honor it has been to be able to come each week into the lives of Augusta, Georgia, which is largely a military town as well, which we have, you know, your prior military and being a military family, that means so much to us. And just being able to share in your homes and in your cars with you and just kind of share our lives with you. It's been a great honor, and especially for our hometown area of Greenville, South Carolina. We have been so honored to be able to be a part of those families' lives as well. And so, again, it's kind of bittersweet, but I love the fact that we have all those videos that we can really point you to, and we want to hear from you. So it's really not like we're going anywhere, actually, because you can email us info@visualtestaments.com and let us know what you'd like to hear more of. Because if you've read our books, which your book is called
Touched by My Father. It's a healing journey, and it talks about just my struggles going through sexual molestation and
from my
biological father, and how God helped me to get healing from that, and just the things that I've tried to do on my own. But then, you know, ultimately, like I said, it was what God has done in my life to heal me and restore me. So
and it's really cool too, because then in my book you have all these different areas where what the enemy meant for evil, God turned around for good. For example, what's one of your favorites in there?
Well, one of my favorite ones is just about our daughter, Sophia. You know, about just what, you know, she was determined by, about 2 or 3 doctors that said that you needed to abort Sophia. But because of what God's goodness and grace, He told you that you needed to trust Him and ride it out. And I just love that story of Him being your nutritional rabbi and seeing different health concerns that the doctors were telling you to abort her for. That legitimate ones, you know, and so, but you see those things heal up over a course of, you know, weeks and months, and just see how God is.
A hole in her heart, water on her brain, and also said she was going to have spina bifida, which even 24 years later, our chiropractor pointed out on
saw traces of that. It's such a powerful book about showing God's goodness and grace and mercy, but just testimonies of who He is in her life and in our lives together. So I think that these are great books that I think you could get and just share with other people. So.
Yeah, and you can get those on visualtestaments.com as well, or Amazon. The cool thing, though, I think, is that because we have been able to visually share the testaments of God's goodness in our lives, because I know that there's been a lot of people that have come to you who have been through molestation or been raped. Just circumstances seem so tragic, and I've heard so many people say, you know, that once someone goes through that, they're scarred for life. We've heard that often, the phrase scarred for life. And one of the things that we really have been able to see the goodness of God in that has just even wowed us is that in fact is not the case.
No. God can restore all things. He is a restoring God, a loving God, and he wants to help you process those things, help you walk through those things and heal those things and touch those areas in your life to see where he was in those situations.
So good.
So that way you can walk freely in what he's given us here on this earth to walk out our ministries, our callings, and just helping other people. So
that's one of the things that I know you share, and I know we're going to be sharing more of. You share your deliverance story on YouTube as well, and I know we're going to be sharing more of helping people walk through a type of inner healing, where the Holy Spirit really just partners with us, partners with them in walking them through inner healing. And I love how so many people are going to be able to really visually eyeball to eyeball through YouTube, get that added tool in their belt. One of the things that I love too is that with my stories, I also share about my deliverance and inner healing.
Yep.
And again,
it's a powerful story in and of itself.
Yeah. And so with our transition from this radio broadcast to YouTube, we found that it's been really just another tool to share the goodness and the gospel of Jesus Christ to all the world who's already hurting and been through so many difficult things like I had been through with my daughter, and how the doctors really gave me no hope for her at all.
Yeah.
But being able to share the hope of Jesus Christ eyeball to eyeball on YouTube.
Yeah.
We want to reach more people in that avenue, especially on a time where so much is on social media and there's so much disconnectedness, yet we're supposed to be more connected than ever. I think that YouTube will be another branch out for us. And so listen to us, Greenville and Augusta family. We want you guys to know how much you are loved, how much we love and honor each of you who have let us be a part of your lives each week. And we hope that you will let us know if there was a story that we've shared in this past year that has touched your lives. Will you email us?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you love to hear that?
Yeah, I'd love to hear some testimonies. If this radio broadcast or this ministry has touched you in any way, we'd love to hear some testimonies about that, because we love to share that. That gives us hope and encouragement just to keep moving forward, and we all need that. We all need encouragement.
Definitely.
That we're on the right path, and we know we get our significance from our Heavenly Father. We understand that. But it's good to hear testimonies of God's goodness through different ministries. So we love to hear that.
Yeah, absolutely. So as we're transitioning from this radio broadcast to YouTube, is there anything that you would like to share to help them go ahead and subscribe today and know how important it is?
Yeah, absolutely. If you're looking for just some healthy tips,
yes,
we have tons of videos on just how that healthy lifestyle eating, which also brings me to the point hey, we're still working on our healthy lifestyle group, at the time
our Healthy Brady Bunch group.
Our Healthy Brady Bunch group, at the time of this recording. But, there's also a season after that where we're specifically working on helping people with their weight loss goals. So we may be in that transition
and
as well, too.
And that's all online. So Augusta, Georgia family, we can still help you there, especially Greenville, South Carolina. Actually, from anywhere. It doesn't matter where you're at.
And we love it because it's been fun. They're fun groups to be a part of. There's tons of accountability. There's tons of lessons to be learned of how to be successful, how to set yourself up with life habits that you can incorporate in your lifestyle forever. And that's the whole meaning behind that. It's like these things you can carry on forever. And to have a healthier lifestyle, because we all believe that God's called us all with a purpose and with a vision and destiny. And when we can live those things out to the full, that's going to be even a testimony to God's goodness and grace. But sometimes we can get bogged down with our own healthy or not healthy habits that causes us to have a shorter lifespan. And so these lifestyle habits that we incorporate encourages everyone to continue to have a healthier, longer life. And so we want you guys to be a part of that, for one. So if you want to know more about how to have a healthier lifestyle, how to eat healthier, how to maybe work out a little bit more effectively, more efficiently, supplementation, nutrition, things like that, we have videos that specifically for that.
Yeah.
And then so we have gardening tips. Donna, you've become a master gardener, I would say. In the very beginning, Donna and I both just brown thumbs, but we have learned a lot in the last, 2.5 years
oh my goodness,
about gardening.
amazing.
And so we've got some really cool videos on gardening and things like that. So
yeah, and actually I'm going to be doing some more videos on something that I didn't realize, because it's kind of second nature for me, how important it is to so many moms out there and so many people in general, not just women but men, to have simplified their life, minimalize all their from their hoarding to how to clean up that kitchen, how to make your space work for you. Because we've often found that, like, even when we're walking in the store at IKEA, and we just love, I think me and you get a kick out of seeing those 300 and something square foot apartments.
How efficient they are, all these storage
because
places.
We've been there, living in San Diego and Hawaii, especially Hawaii. I lived in Hawaii for 14 years. So living there, I really had to lean on, okay, there's very little square footage. How do I make this work? Yeah. And so I am going to be shooting a bunch of videos
I'm excited
as well.
About that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, on how to make most of your space.
Yeah. That's going to be so cool. So there's other things, like I said, we've got some how-to videos on how to do different things, putting it all together with Tim and just, building things, working on things, installing light fixtures, things like that. So things that are just easy enough for us to follow along to help do those things. So
good.
Yep. So we're excited that what God's doing in our lives.
Yeah.
And so we want you guys to be a part of that as well. Yeah. So join us on YouTube. Find us at visualtestaments.com.
Absolutely.
On our website. There's links to our page there, and support our work there on Patreon as well. So
yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. It's definitely, we have coaching that we want to open up to all of you in Augusta, Georgia, and in Greenville, South Carolina. If you'll go to our visualtestaments.com page and click on the Patreon tab, you can join any of our tiers there, or you can even make a custom pledge if you scroll all the way to the bottom. And those custom pledges help us to be able to donate our services to spread the gospel and help coach people and disciple people that otherwise wouldn't be able to.
Love that so much. Well, thank you guys so much for listening to our Visual Testaments broadcast here on the radio. Like I said, this is our last broadcast.
We love you guys.
We love you, Greenville. We love you, Augusta.
Shout out.
And we hope that you guys will join us on YouTube. All right. Bye for now. Thank you for listening to the Visual Testaments broadcast with Tim and Donna Avery. Donna and I want to invite you to share your testimony at visualtestaments.com today. Your testimony can be shared on our future broadcast. Be sure to tune in with us next time for the Visual Testaments broadcast.